Lord, we come at an hour of our weakness. An hour when we realize that we can do nothing on our own. We come humbly before your throne because we need your strength. We need your power. We need your Holy Spirit to quicken us, to make us alive, to give us the strength that we need, Lord, to run this Christian race. Lord, we know that the adversary comes against us from time to time. Life itself tries to beat us down, but Lord, I know that if we just keep leaning on the everlasting arm, some way, somehow, you always give us the strength to fight on. So Lord, we come this morning knowing that we need a Savior. We come knowing that we need strength that we do not have. And we come humbly before your throne of grace just to ask, Lord, if you would just bless us. If you would just increase our strength. If you would just give us the courage we need. If you would just give us the fortitude to fight on, because you said the battle is not ours. It belongs to you. So Lord, in you we put our trust. Not by what we see, but we walk by faith. Not by how we feel, but we trust in your holy and your righteous name. So Lord, just your word declares, let God arise. And let the enemy be scattered. Whatever comes our way, Lord, we know that you will give us the strength that we need. Lord, we're praying for these families. Families that are going through trying times. Families that need strength from above. Help us to support one another and gird up together, Lord, and take on the wings of a morning dove. Lord, so that we can overcome whatever comes our way. Lord, you said we can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. And Lord, we just don't come asking, but we come thanking as well for all of the hills and the valleys and the victories that we've already come through. All of the storm and the rain, Father God, that we went through. Lord, we realized that we didn't come through by ourselves. But it was you, Lord, who heard our humble cry. And you came down, you sent Jesus down. Lord, he took on a fleshly body that he may endure the suffering of this life, that he may know all of our infirmities, that he may understand what we go through. Lord, and he took them all upon the cross. And because he did, Lord, we can be free. So Lord, I thank you. Thank you this morning. We want to take time to praise you. We want to take time to give your name glory. Oh yes, Lord, we may not be able to sing. We may not be able to shout like others do. Well, Lord, we're going to give you the praise of what we have. Lord, sometimes we can't do that but shed a tear and wave our hands and say, thank you. Thank you, Lord, for being so good. Thank you, Lord, for the miracles that you've already performed in our life. Thank you, Lord, for the doors that you've already opened. Thank you for the prayers that you've already answered. Lord, we want to thank you. Thank you this morning. Now, Lord, while we're between these consecrated walls, Lord, if you find anything that shouldn't be, take it out and strengthen us. Help us to walk the street and the narrow. Help us to get our lives in order. That when that day comes, and the trumpet shall sound, and the dead in Christ shall rise, Lord, that we'll have a home somewhere in your kingdom, where your word declares the wicked shall cease from suffering, and our weary souls can be at rest. Thank you, Lord, for the peace of God. Lord, we thank you now. Bless us and keep us. Cause us to hear your word and to do and live accordingly. We ask this blessing this morning in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. accomplishments that they've made in school, in their communities, their contribution to this church. We ought to all be on our feet giving God thanks and praise. Our children are not in trouble, they're not in prison, they're not on drugs and alcohol. We ought to give God some glory. They are achieving their educational goals. We ought to be thankful to God. I'm always amazed at what our children are doing. And I want to let y'all know that your pastor loves you. And I'm very, very proud of y'all. Y'all just keep amazing me over and over. Even the ones I don't get to see often. I'm always thinking about y'all. And I'm very, very proud of you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Stay on track. And God is going to bless y'all in a mighty way. And one Sunday, I'm going to look up and one of them going to be in the pulpit. We don't never know. God is moving, y'all. These children have a lot of wisdom. A lot of wisdom. I can't say I was that smart when I was their age. But glory to God. Children say it is what it is, isn't it? Amen. I'm going to ask you to open your Bibles this morning. We are going to look at Galatians chapter 6. And we're going to read those first 10 verses. Galatians chapter 6. The Word of God says these words. Brother, I'm going to wait. I'm in a hurry this morning. Dial it back a minute. Galatians chapter 6. Begin at verse 1. Has everybody found it? Amen. You still looking? Say, I'm still looking. I'm still looking. All right. We'll wait. That's the book right before it, Ephesians, and right after 2 Corinthians. And the scripture, 2 Corinthians. Some of y'all didn't get that, did you? All right. It says, brother, if a man is overtaken in any trespass, you who are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness, considering yourself, lest you also be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if anyone thinks himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But let each one examine his own work, and then he will have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For each one shall bear his own load. Let him who is taught the word share in all good things with him who teaches. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man soweth, that he will also reap. For he who sows to his flesh will to the flesh reap corruption. But he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all, especially to those who are of the household of faith. The word of God for the people of God. Amen. I want to use a theme this morning, the word grace. Grace. And I want to use for a subtopic, can you throw a rock? Go ahead now. We come this morning to address the church as to how we treat our brothers and sisters when we find them overtaken by sin. This is a difficult situation because we as members of the church like to pretend that we do everything right. The way we do it is right, and of course, everybody else got to be wrong. And besides that, when we find a person in a fault, here we go on the telephone, and we gossip and forget that we too sometimes fall short. Now, you know, I'm not talking about Antioch Church or Shepherd Church, but I'm talking about churches in general. We as people of God have to be careful how we deal with problems in the church. And when it comes to sin, we all can take a look in the mirror and find out that we are not all that we can be or should be. So instead of tearing folks down, we should try to lift one another up, especially when somebody's going through a trying time. Somehow or another, we have selected members. We remember what other folks have done, what they're doing, but when it comes to what we have done, we have a short memory. Very selective. We've been in the church so long that we forgot or we forget that we too was once living in a world of sin. As a matter of fact, some of us still holding on to some things. Some of us still carry some grudge. Some of us still look at our church member cross-eyed. Some of us still don't want to sit by certain people. Some of us still holding grudges against people. And what I found out in my short life is that all of us have the potential to sin. All of us. And it doesn't matter what your race is or what your gender is, what your financial status is, what your denomination is, or your educational status. Sin has infected everybody. And we have to go to God and ask God for guidance when one of our brothers or sisters stumble and fall. So therefore, the Bible tells us that when we find a brother or sister that have trespassed, he says we who are spiritual need to go to them in the spirit of gentleness. Y'all know how we are. Oh, we can throw a rock in a minute and say, oh, I know they were no good to start with. You know, we like to knock. Where you been? What you been? You know better than that. We know how to beat people with words. We know how to cut them in the flesh with our words. We know how to knock them down with our words. But we forget that thing can turn around one day, and it might be you that have transgressed. It may be you who made a mistake somewhere along the way. Maybe you fell into sin. How would you like somebody coming in your face, bringing up all your shortcomings? So the Bible tells us, you who are spiritual. Well, what does that mean? You who are spiritual. Number one, it means you got to be saved. Those of you who had an experience with the Lord, those of us who have given our lives to the Lord, those who understand how God has forgiven us of our sins, those of us who understand what Jesus did on the cross for us, need to be careful how we go to other people. And we all understand, if it had not been for grace and mercy, when we was in the wrong place, at the wrong time, doing the wrong thing, saying the wrong thing, drinking the wrong thing, smoking the wrong thing, If it had not been for the Lord that was on our side, we wouldn't be sitting up in church, all high and mighty, thinking we got it going on. So the Bible tells us to go to our brother and sisters in the spirit of gentleness. What does it mean? That doesn't mean you tell them off in the middle of a crowd. Y'all know how we do it now. You give us a crowd, and we can tell y'all something. We got an audience for, oh yeah, you can put your hand on your hip, and sister, let me tell you. And we'll get our neck going. And no, I better not say that. Y'all know we'll throw the hip out. I say it that way. And we'll give folks a piece of our minds. Amen. Instead of, come here, brother. Let's go over to the side. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk a little about what's going on in your life. See, that's coming to a person in the spirit of gentleness. You're not trying to embarrass somebody. You're concerned about their soul. You're concerned about their livelihood. You're concerned about the path that they're going. You're not trying to embarrass them in front of everybody. Let me tell you, I've almost seen a church fight one Sunday. I had to step between some people. Two ladies that were up in age, they were ready to go at it. And I said, Lord, have mercy. Is this how we act as Christian folks? Is this how we treat one another? Instead of going to one another and having a conversation and talk about what's going on, we like to throw rocks at people. So therefore, we have to learn how to go to one another in the spirit of gentleness. And the Bible says for us not to kick them out, but we need to restore them. What does it mean to be restored? Restored means to be put back in place. Restored means to be put back in a place of security, a place of comfort, a place where you feel at home, a place where you have opportunity to heal. I don't know about you, but many of us need healing. We need some healing. I love folks out of the street myself because they already know where they stand. And they don't mind telling you. But we in the church, we act like we've never done anything wrong. We act like we don't talk about folks. We act like we know everything. And I found out if you got a person that don't want to listen and they know everything, you're wasting your time. Sometimes it's just good to be still and listen. And listen. Take it in from somebody else. Because we only looking for one angle. Yours. But you need some other angles. You need some other folks looking and advising and talking to you so that we stay on the right track. Then the Bible tells us to bear one another's burden. See, today it might be me. But tomorrow it could be you. I lift my hand up. I need prayer all the time. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life. And when I found out, when I went to the nursing home, and I found out folks were praying for me in the nursing home, and I was supposed to be praying for them. When I went to see a sister, older sister, so said, Reverend, I pray for you all the time. That makes me feel like somebody. That makes me feel when the burdens get a little bit too heavy for me. That I got somebody that are looking up to the Lord on my behalf, praying for the preacher to have strength so I can help lift other folks. We need to pray for one another. Lift one another's burdens up before the Lord. Because nobody can do it on their own. We as Christians need to understand that we cannot make it alone. We are supposed to be in a relationship with God and in relationship with one another.
That's how we make it through. I have a prayer partner. Y'all hear me call his name all the time. And when I can't see my way, he's praying for me. And when he can't see his way, I'm praying for him. I want you to listen to this scripture coming from Proverbs. Proverbs 24:16 says, "For though the righteous falls 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumble when calamity strikes." Yes, we're going to stumble sometimes. We are going to fall sometimes away from what we've been taught. But those of us who are spiritual are supposed to restore our brothers and sisters. I'm going to say again, can you throw a rock? Can you throw a rock? Do you have all your T's crossed and all your I's dotted? The scripture says these words, "If anyone thinks himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But let him examine his own works, and then he will have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another, for each one will bear his own load." I'm surprised when I go places. I find folks that are, and I don't mean no harm in saying it this way, is that I have found folks that are so holy that they don't think they do anything wrong. You know, and we're supposed to be holy people. But I got good sense to know that is why Jesus went to the cross. That's why he went to the cross, because he understood that we couldn't dot every I, and we're not going to cross every T. That sometimes even the best of us will sin and fall short of the glory of God. That's why Jesus shed his blood for you and me. That's why I don't have to worry about what's going on out there, because I know Jesus shed his blood for me. When I stumble and fall, if I come to him, confess my sin, repent of it, he says he's faithful and just to forgive. So I thank God for grace. Grace is the unmerited favor of God. My Bible tells me that Jesus imputed grace upon us. What does that mean? Any of y'all got a debit card? You got a debit card? And you know when that balance gets to 0, and you go to the bank and you stick it in, and you look at it and go, whoa! Where did that money come from? See, that's what Jesus did for us on the cross. We had a 0 balance. But we went to the debit machine and you looked and you saw grace, mercy. Saw how he brought you out. Saw how he made a way for you. That's what Jesus did for us. When he gave his life for us on the cross. Grace. Can you throw a rock this morning? Or can you help somebody along the way? The song says if I can help somebody along the way, then my living shall not be in vain. I had a professor when I was at Duke. And quite frankly, he used to frustrate me sometimes. He had a saying, y'all heard Reverend James Williams said it. He said, "Good morning, saints." And I would politely say, "Good morning." But then he would say, "Good morning, sinners." And then I would get upset. Wait a minute. I know I'm saved. I know the Lord has changed my life. But one day it hit me that, you know, these are the same people. We are just sinners saved by grace. And I thank God for grace and mercy this morning. For when I fall short, grace is what brought me through. It is the grace of God. No wonder the songwriter can sing this song. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Said I once
was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. And Brother Paul, I didn't give you notice, but I'm going to sing just a little piece of that song. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Sisters at my home church used to say this. I'm talking about amazing grace. How sweet, sweet the sound. Oh, that say.